Leonardo Alcântara Vieira, aka Leozinho, is one of the most incredible athletes from the new era in Jiu-Jitsu. Founder and leader of Checkmat, now he's chasing new challenges, being the director of grappling of One Championship. And today we talk a little bit about this new challenge for him on our podcast, Partiu Pardal. Olé! Leozinho, muito obrigado por vir aqui.
No, English. English.
Oh, Leo, thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
Guys, we just recorded one in Portuguese, one special edition with the wizard himself, Léo Vieira, the guy who I have no words to tell how much it's influenced me on Jiu-Jitsu, how, if you talk with João, my João, João, you see, this was on my time was you, Saulo, and Margarida, the three, whoa. So we did one in Portuguese with Leo, and now talk about his life and Jiu-Jitsu stuff. Now we're gonna talk more about One Championship.
Yeah.
All right. If someone have questions, please send to us. But I have some questions here. Gonna be good. In English, gonna be 110%. Gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I have one student of mine, Rudy, and he knows everything about Brazil.
Okay.
He's like, you go, oh, you like Palmeiras or Flamengo? You're like, what the heck you doing? And he sent a question.
Okay.
Say on the BJJ match. Then now, because Taka won, let's pretend it's a one. Who will win?
In a grappling match.
Roberto Carlos, the king. Quando eu estou aqui. Or Nelson Ned. Nelson Ned already passed.
Yeah, he passed away.
He passed.
That was a dick. Yeah. So then the king.
One thing is sure. You cannot submit Roberto Carlos and Nibar. Nibar gonna be super hard. Especially because he don't have a knee. He don't have a knee. So they're I have one.
Who this student is?
Rudy.
Have you been in Brazil?
No.
No, okay.
He loved soccer.
Music? Roberto Carlos.
Music. He knows man, he's funny. He's what do you do at one? What exactly do at one? What's your job there?
My job in one is vice president of grappling. So that's my real job. So I'm responsible for all grappling. So I'm not just a matchmaker. So I have a team that I bring the names for the matchmaker, but I'm vice president. I build the rules. I train in the referees. I have to give educations to the athletes. I'm responsible for whole grappling system and tournament happen inside the One Championship.
And you the matchmaker too? You put
I also suggest, I'm not the only one matchmaker. We have a team of matchmaker. So I bring the athletes, and they're together we figure out who have the rights to fight. Yeah.
How many divisions are one for grappling?
There is 3 divisions for men's. 135 with Mike Musumeci as a champion.
Right?
170 with Cade Rutolo. They're actually they're gonna be fighting pretty soon. Cade Rutolo versus Tommy Langiker for the second time.
A good one.
Yeah.
Tommy that.
And 185 division, Ty Rutolo as a champion.
So just don't have any heavy one?
No.
You don't have, but you guys have intention to put?
We have intentions to grow up the whole grappling. So to have more divisions, but also have different divisions, but also spread the whole tournament. Yeah. The reason we don't have the heavy so much right now, it's because those athletes, those like we building with those athletes that are more fast. Like the challenge we have facing is introduce grappling to striking. So we're not like the other competitions, the other tournaments. Like we have grappling inside one championship. Like today, the grappling tournament, Cage and Tommy, they will fight as co-main event of a MMA fight. Co-main event. So it's a very special.
The big show.
Yes. So it's a very special position for grappling. So a co-main event from our big show in Japan. So what Chatri believes and what he gives to the grappling, where he opened the opportunity, he opened, and we be a co-main event. We are big as a MMA. So the challenge is that I have, it's make the grappling very entertainment at the same as a striking. Because it's very easy to understand striking, MMA, kickboxing. In one championship, we have different disciplines. We have MMA, we have kickboxing, Muay Thai, and now grappling. So grappling is the only one that's 100% grappling. So anything else is 100% striking or half and half, which is MMA. So to introduce grappling to a audience that used to see everything as a striking, it's like you introduce soccer for NBA fans.
Yeah, so, because you say now is the only one, yeah, because have the K1 just striking,
yeah,
and then have the other
UFC,
only MMA.
That only MMA. Pride,
but grappling's the first one, huh?
Hmm?
Grappling's the first and only one for now. The big event. Talk about
yes.
The big event.
Yeah, like that is a big shows as a grappling, but 100% grappling. Even like people say, oh, UFC is doing, UFC is making grappling shows, but they have the invitational. It's a totally different tournament.
Totally different. You just can watch on the app.
You don't fight inside of the big show. Like our grappling show, it's inside the platform. They fight in the cage. They fight inside the cage. They fight with the same audience, streaming for over 160,000 countries. So the athletes go fight in Amazon, like they streaming for everywhere.
What is the biggest difference about one? How one count themselves? Because UFC is an MMA show. PFL, MMA, then have the bare hands.
Yeah.
What Chatri calls one?
We are home of martial arts.
Home of martial arts.
What Chatri wants to be and what we really represent, like we are the world champions as a martial arts, because UFC has a lot of athletes from kickboxing and Muay Thai, but they are not world champion Muay Thai. They're very good in Muay Thai who perform very good in UFC, right?
Like Potan come out from the K1 and go to UFC, but there's MMA, no.
Yeah, but we have like a discipline. We have a belt. We have champions in Muay Thai. We have champions in kickboxing. We have champions in MMA. And you can go to different belts, fight divisions. You can go to different like.
That was my next question. So like you can, like, if I sign with one in MMA, I can do a grappling match, or
you can do Muay Thai. You can
Muay Thai, like Buchecha. If he want, he can do a grappling match today.
Yes. He can become a world champion. He can become a world champion in MMA. He can also become a world champion in grappling.
Renatinho still one. Renato Canuto.
Yeah, he fought once as a grappler.
Yeah.
And then he's in transitions to MMA.
That's what I'm asking. Like he signed with MMA too, because I follow him, and Renatinho is my good friend, and he put focus now in MMA. He's training a lot in MMA.
Yeah, he signed up already, like thinking in MMA career. So that's the point. Like he wants to fight MMA, and like they need open opportunity for him fighting MMA.
What's the biggest name, Leo, there? From Jiu-Jitsu, from grappling.
For grappling.
I know it's Thai, Cade, of course, have...
When I sign up, when I work for them, when I went to work with them, they already have contract with Galvão, with that's when the first time I went to see his fight was André Galvão.
André Galvão fought the Russian guy, right? I think.
No, the Germany. He's from. No, I think he's from Amsterdam actually. Holland. RDR, Ronnie did already. So André Galvão. When I signed was Jessa, Tainan, Mikey was brand new sign up for them. Those are and the Rutolos brother was signing up. That's when I want to start working. After that, like then we sign up other athletes.
How hard is to be a one? Because the thing is, you're a leader of Checkmat, right? You have like, man, a lot of top athletes. How hard is for you for people criticize like, oh, he will call Checkmat guys, or he will prefer to put these Checkmat guys or not? I know it's not, because the only two I remember from Checkmat is Renato Canuto. And we know Renato Canuto is a freaking showman. The guy who passed the guard flipping backwards, he's a showman. Of course, he need to be a big show. And Matheus Gabriel, this is the only two.
Yeah.
And how hard is for you to deal with this? Like,
it's not. It's not hard. Like, actually, it's not hard. First, because everybody who know me know how I not negotiate my values. My moral values is the more important to me. So people who know me, nobody from Checkmat gonna be asking me opportunity without they deserve, right? So everybody who's outside the jiu-jitsu, outside my team, that know me will know that I'm not gonna be dealing with any of these problem issues. I'm not gonna have that. Nothing is gonna make me like take benefit of make actually like it'll be more even harder. So, but I build also rules for myself. So I do not like one of the rules that I put in my team in my company, one championship, it was like I don't invite any Checkmat athletes to fight. So everyone from Checkmat, that my team, they're gonna be fighting for one championship. They must be challenged, call out from one of the athletes that we already have.
If K Rutosa wanna fight,
he brought this. So after Jansen fought with Tai in last World competition, Tai said, "Hey, Leo, I want to fight with Jansen." I said, "Look, you have to call this fight for the company, because then the matchmaker will bring it to me, and then I can bring him contract. But I'm not the guy who's gonna be looking
let's go, Jansen."
Yes, because that's the way that I don't need to do that. Was something that I put myself in this position because make more ethical as of my job, my work. But it's the way that we work. But also it's like we don't have so many. We have 1 or 2 fights per show.
Grappling.
For grappling. So grappling, we have 1 or 2 fights per show. So we don't have so many fights as a grappling. So
how many athletes have today grappling? The straight for grappling.
No,
you get the idea?
We have a lot. We have been consistently signing. And our contract is not exclusive. So if you sign to, like, we have the one championship, and the athletes they have a commitment to fight for 2 years, and 6 fights.
Inside these 2 years.
Inside those 2 years.
If the 2 years expired.
Yeah, then expired if it's less than 6 years, if over 2 years, or more than 6 fights. And then like during this, we can renegotiate to resign or to release the contract, depending how performance, how much you're happy. But the point is, you're not exclusive. So you fight for us, but you can fight next week. You can fight for another company.
When signed with one, they can fight no gi in another company or gi in another company.
They can fight no gi unless he's the champion. So if you became a champion, you cannot fight outside. The reason why, it's because you're gonna be fighting very often, so you're gonna be busy. Also, you get the money you make as a defense. It's different than the one that you sign up for fight. So That is reasons why. But also it's because like what we don't understand sometimes, and when you work for a company, you understand is how much the belt it's important for the organization. It's the same as the gold medal for why people compete the words IBJJF when they don't pay no money. But it's the biggest tournament in the competition. Not in DCC, not in any other trials, not any other competition. You can even put money. People, sometimes IBJJF is struggling to find people to compete in those competitions. They pay money.
They pay money.
What's the reason why? It's because of the prestige they have behind the medal. So the prestige behind the medal, it's give the momentum.
And one bringing this to
so one educate and protect the belt. So the belt is the most prestigious for the brand, for one. But also the athlete who has the belt, he has benefits that the other doesn't have. You know, like be fighting often, be like choosing, like they have a different budget, show fee and submission bonus. They have different bonus. They have options to be calling people to fight. The options to fight who they will fight, right? So, and because we do not have tournaments to build athletes, which is me. Let's say I have one division, one champion. I need to always find someone to fight with that guy. But I don't have competitions to build another athletes like MMA. That's what MMA does. You have a ranking,
and then you
win, and then you do so. In grappling, I have the ranking, which is champion, but I don't have a ranking because I don't make the fight very often. So how do I choose who's the contender? That's why I don't get exclusivity from the athletes. So whatever who lose, they're free to compete outside. So the contenders for me came from the who's the best in the moment. That's why Tommy Langake, he got the right to fight again. He just lost. He lost for Cade. That's what the last fight. But after he lost for Cade, he moved. He became European champion. He became all the super fights champion. He became a world champion. He beat everybody in his division. So it's very natural. You see how much he improved. So who should I call to fight Cade right now?
Doesn't have he deserved to be there. He deserved,
exactly. That's why, you know.
Cade call him or not?
Cade call everybody.
Man,
yeah, he calls everybody.
I that one thing. Like
I love those kids. Bro.
Yeah, like man, remember like these kids. Like people,
he calls anyone,
and people say like, man, I hate when people like, oh yeah, man, but the kids at Atos now, but they were AOJ. No, they were Checkmat before, and we have a lot of contact with them, like together. When they live with me and Leandro, man, with this kid, like he go train with us, man, they are funny, and they are super. Like last time I saw Ty at the Jiu-Jitsu World League in San Diego, every time I see Ty, he was with some girl, I don't know if his girlfriend, but some girl with him. Every time I see him, say, hey, come here. This Robynho, he's a legend. I said, shut up, man. He's funny, you know. Like, so I love that. And they know
their personalities.
Their personalities. They don't scare to fight.
No. Look, one thing in my position as a vice president of one in grappling, what I learned, I saw like another side of athletes and coach that I didn't know that happened, bro. I didn't know like how much people protect or how much people is scared. I didn't know. So
I have a lot of
but at the same time, there is people that are, bro, they deserve to be where they are. So those kids like Cade is the guy, he don't call even Ty. They don't call Ty, Cade Rutolo, they don't call nobody. They call biggest name. They want to fight with the best. They don't care.
Ty
they
call,
really want to challenge.
Meregali, right?
Yeah.
Meregali, you guys contact with him or not?
Meregali agree and disagree in some terms. Like we have been talking so much, but in the end, he like the terms was not working. So he wants to what he asking we okay to give, but we have our terms. The terms that we want, he doesn't want. So then we still negotiate, or maybe not negotiate anymore, but has to be like the chat is like this. Look, I'll pay as much you want, but you must be professional as much you charge me. You must be like your performance has to be as much you do. So that is like when athletes like this, or to make fights like that, of course, like the budget could be a problem, but they're not a problem because chat is a big fan. The show is it's big, but the terms has to be the right terms for everybody. And like, unfortunately, we could make that fight happen.
What's the biggest thing like for athletes when they sign? Gordon Ryan was signed with on 1-2, right?
He was already, he was a transition to releasing from the contract when I start working.
But he never fight when he was signed, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
And what's the biggest reason for the athletes not going to
look? When I think because they don't know. I think that is I think first, like, honestly, I don't think they know how much one can do for them. I don't think nobody has the idea, because everybody who went there, they like it. So I think like they have a wrong idea about how is our terms, you know, because when the first I started working with them, so the contract was very, very strict. Everybody has exclusivity. If you do this, if you do that, it's like MMA contract. It's very exclusive things, which I understand because the MMA
how it works. Yeah.
But what I brought, that's what the vice president does. But my position is the position that I bring light to the darkness of what people doesn't know. Like what I told Charter in the team, I say, look, you cannot compare MMA with grappling. Grappling, you can fight grappling every month, every week. You know, you can fight very often. So MMA, you can fight 3, maybe 4 a year.
In a good year.
Yes. But at grappling, you can be fighting very often. So you must understand that people need to compete. And then I brought ideas. I have been educating. I was educating the jiu-jitsu, but I was educating the company also. So it was a 1 year that everybody was learning so much. And then Chatri understood, and Chatri changed so much the way that he used to contract, for giving more flexibility for everybody. So that's why I say our athletes, it's win-win. So like the only issues they can
you say, like, man, the only not champion.
The only issues that they can say right now is like, oh, I don't want to fight with the champion, or I don't want to fight because I don't want to travel that much. Those are the reasons. Because we are the highest pay per fight.
For grappling.
For grappling. We are the highest. We like this year we're gonna make it 2 shows in US. But most of our shows, it's in Thailand, is Asian. Yeah. So like people call me, text me, hey, I want to fight. Sometimes they say, okay, it's a good time. Okay, I offer. I don't want to fight with this guy, or I don't want to fight because I have to go that far. Okay.
So
okay.
You don't want to fight.
Okay, so.
Like, you signed the contract, you want to sign the contract, but you don't want to fight. So that's like the bigger problem. One still with contract with Amazon Prime?
Yes. Yes, we have that's why we make 1 show per month for Amazon Prime. So everybody who has Amazon, they can go search, watch for free in Amazon Prime.
Today the show is on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Yeah, because Kaden.
Yeah.
Gonna be fun. When gonna be the shows here in US?
September.
Where?
Like it's still like, but we have the idea is to have one in Denver, in the ballroom, the big place in Denver, and the other one 2 or 3 months later will be in maybe Atlanta.
The first one was where, last year?
The first one was in Denver.
Denver, right?
Yeah.
Where Boucher was there.
Yes.
Bernardo,
yes,
yeah. Nice. What's the difference rules? Set of rules.
The rules.
The biggest difference with the, of course, the major event, like I talk like IBJJF and ADCC. Bigger difference from one from them.
Look, I was of course I was looking like I had a lot of experience to fight in different rules. I compete in IBJJF, and I used to compete in IBJJF when all the rules was be changing. So I fought
every year. Wrist lock, white belt, no wrist locking anymore.
I compete ADCC. I fought in different like super fights. They have a different like rules. So then I became professor, training athletes to fight in different rules. So one thing I know in the experience is how you should prepare for yourself for rules. So the way that I build, I know what the challenge we was facing. So I know like first we decide the one striking MMA show. So one championship, it's well recognized for all the athletes they have. World champion MMA, world champion Muay Thai, world champion kickboxing, and those world champions sometimes fight in different disciplines. The world champion of Muay Thai fighting MMA, the world champion Muay Thai fighting kickboxing, but they are the top in their discipline, right? And sometimes they're fighting in the other discipline. So, and MMA, like the experience the audience have as a grappling, it's in about MMA, how MMA educate everybody. So we are the grappler. We look a grappling fight different than somebody who never trained jiu-jitsu. Watching MMA, they see different things. They don't understand the grappling so much, but if they judge, they're gonna judge based in what MMA educated them. Right? So when I build the rules for one championship, I want to make the grappling became something very effective, as we know that happens. Like we understand that the person at the bottom, it's not always the person at the bottom, it's in trouble. Right? But also at the same time, I want to educate people to how to understand, like make it easy to understand. So and that's smart from one championship. You're using the grappling to educate people to understand also the MMA. So our rules, first, like people fight inside the cage. So you lock. There's nowhere to escape.
Always the grappling will be inside the cage or in the ring too, because
sometimes in the ring.
In the ring, because they can fight in the ring too.
Exactly, because in Lumpini, it's very traditional ring, right? Because it's Lumpini Stadium, Thailand, all the history.
There where Buchecha fought.
Yes, so that is the ring. So that place is the only place you make. That place we make a ring.
Oh, it's there. That's why you have the ring there. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but most of the place is cage. Right, so in the cage. But for grappling, even the ring and the grappling is okay because they still fighting. They don't go so much. It's hard to go outside. But the cage is even better because they know how to skate. So 10 minutes inside the cage, it's totally different than 10 minutes in the open ring.
Yeah, because I have to stop all the time.
Exactly.
Stop back to stand like the cage.
And then once you stop, then you bring the position is not the same or like over in the cage you cannot. So that and I took all the points out. I don't want to make points because if I make points, I give people strategy. Any point or advantage that I give people the thinking to plan strategy. And what I want is about submission. That's gonna make the fight be dynamic. So people used to sit down over there and watch fight MMA for 5 minutes. How somebody's gonna be watching somebody grappling for 10 minutes? It can be very boring. So what my goal is, it's to educate people to be aggressive, to submitting the whole time. So near submission, every near submission give you 1 point, which we call catch. So catch, it's the referee understand that submission was very tight.
Was dangerous submission, not
yes.
like the
not just like not just the
foot lock.
Like that's why the referee must understand like the grappling system. So this called catch. Okay, so this give you 1 point. but also stalling, give you negative warnings, and then give you penalty with a 1 yellow card. So a yellow card, a penalty, then take your catch. So it's the same thing.
1 point and minus 1 point.
Exactly.
Can you use the cage? Like
The whole time,
example,
all the time.
no, like take down, like a
You
bochecha
must-
take it down, run
You must rule.
100
You saw
miles an hour.
You
boom.
saw Danielle Kelly.
Yeah.
She used the cage the whole time to control and fight against Jessica. She was using the cage. So the cage is a very powerful position when you understand. Yeah.
Nice. Or on the women's division, just one division. The one Danielle Kelly. She's still the champion.
Yeah, 115. We have a 125, but we have a 115 belt.
The 125 doesn't have a belt yet.
Not a belt yet.
Danielle is
Bianca
the...
Basile is 125. Tami Musumeshi is 125. But Bianca is switching to fight MMA, and Tami she down for 115.
So she's gonna fight Danielle Kelly.
Yeah, probably she will.
That'll be good. That'll be good. Like Tami, like she's super competitive, like her brother. So I think it would be a good idea. What's the future for grappling at one? How?
The future that I see we making trials in all the globe. Trials, to give opportunity to people fight. Because I think 1 or 2 fights in one championship in the big show, I think it's fair. Because let's say if the show have 10 fights, 2 grappling, 2 Muay Thai, 2 kickboxing, then 4 MMA. MMA is the big portion, right? But if you have a 2, 4, so 10 fights, basically that's the show. So if you have 1 or 2 fights per show, it's okay, it's good. So, but the way that our community can be, so it's making trials around the world with tournaments to educate people to compete. Actually, we're about to make one competition in Doha right now. We're about to do one tournament in Doha, 29th of February. That's and probably in September US. So we call RTO is Road to One. So it's a competition open for everybody, and we have 3 levels: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. For some of the levels we have round robin. Some of the levels is single bracket. But we educate people to compete in the rules that we have. But we also gonna be at trials to make a contract, and the winner for those shows is gonna have a contract of $100,000 per contract.
For a grappling? Yeah.
For grappling? You kidding?
When you make that money, Leo?
Bro, I never did that money. I never did that money.
Today.
And I see people refusing. Man,
when I see like the time I saw like grappling's change, I was working a jiu-jitsu company, and the blue belt went there, and the guy said, "Look, I'm gonna give you these 6 gis a year, and more clothes, like all the gear, and if you podium, then you give a prize money." The guy didn't accept. Blue belt. And he's now world champion. Then I started saying, what man? The first time I get a gi to compete was brown belt coming to Panams and Keiko.
Yeah, I don't know the problem.
Give me 2 gis.
It's a lot of, remember about plane A and B? Today people have plane A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
They know if no, that's not my plane A, plane B, C. They have a lot of
I see like
options.
What the heck, like man, don't.
And I think
and then what happens is this, like people like you offer a lot of money to fight in a big show. You're gonna be showcasing all around the world. They're gonna bring your money, your name even higher. like the Rotolo brothers. Now, man, everybody knows him. Everybody who go, like, they know Rotolo brothers because they won. And then, like, people say no. I don't understand.
Yeah, like it's yeah, unfortunately that is but there is a lot of guys that really wants to fight, and they can fight because they stuck in contract, they stuck in like it's not the goals of, like, I see right now a lot of people not, like, one thing that people doesn't know what we're doing. I think that that was a very good opportunity for, it's the first time that somebody opened the opportunity for I speak what I'm saying. So every social media controls so much for about, they always very like close to some
Direct,
of
direct to that point.
they always close very attached to one of the tournaments. So nobody really give the opportunity to us to tell what we do, but that's what we do. So I think first of all, people doesn't know what we're doing, because if one day know and they figure out what are we doing, how big it is, and how fair it is, they will buy it. Second, you know, like Jiu-Jitsu community have to be so much stricted and in the dominance of only one or two one organization or one or two social media, you know, so people are not really open. So that's why they really believe in those things. So that's one thing, is like information. So I need to be more open to people understand and see what are we doing. That's one point. Second point is like, then like people doesn't fight because one, they don't know what are we doing. Two, sometimes they know they want to fight, but now it's too late because they already signed contract. Then they cannot fight outside. They give in their rights to our shows. Then now they stuck.
You have a lot of contracts like that.
That is, and
for grappling.
Huh?
For grappling, they keep the guy like,
yeah, grapplings, management, like everybody who, like, teams, like athletes sign the contract. They give you the rights for his professor. He give the rights for his manager. He give the rights for some organizations. You know, like that is it's can be very. It's now the moment of the grappling is a very like giving so much like. It's gonna organize. It's kind of like a chaotic right now, but it's getting organized. People must know what the right is. So, and that's it. I don't know what they think, what they thought about us, but the reality is like we are the most like we're paying the highest fee for people out there compete. We do have a contract. Our contract. You look and be kind of scary when you see it, because every grappling contract is only one page. But we don't get you exclusivity. Like you free to fight everywhere, unless you're the champion. But the reason why you're gonna be competing, you're gonna be fighting very often, and you're gonna make money totally different than you used to do. So you'll be happy. You call Mike Musimeshi, see why he's not fighting. He can fight a BJF. He can fight, like, even when you're a champion, you still can fight a BJF, world competition. And you can still fight a DCC. No game.
So it's a win-win.
Yes, exactly. Even if you're a champion, if Mike Musimeshi say, "Hey guys, I will fight ADC this time," okay, great. They can fight. Okay, what they're not allowed to fight as a champion, it's a super fights as a no-gi super fights, because that's what we does. And then like, but if you're not the champion, you can fight next week.
You guys, they won't have a plan to put gi or no? You're gonna stuck with the grappling?
Not in the cage right now. Over there, I think Chata, he's a brown belt from Renzo Grace who loves jiu-jitsu, bro. Like if he has a opportunity, he's the guy who's gonna say, "Hey, Leo, I wanna put gi." I'll be the one saying no. We're not ready. We're not ready. Desculpa.
Okay, no, você deu isso, olhou, deu isso. Left look and left.
Boy, that one do all the things alive, and it was my wife. I better I answer.
But Shah, for him, he'll put gi.
Huh?
For him, if it was for him.
Shah, yeah, he loves jiu-jitsu. He trained jiu-jitsu. He trained jiu-jitsu with gi every day.
How old is him, Leo?
Huh?
How old is him?
He's about like I think he's 50 years old, kind of my age a little bit, 50, 51, something like this.
If somewhat leader today, not the spotlight athletes, not the top ones in the world, but the good ones, like who I don't want to give a name for example, but the good ones, the second place in the world, wanted to fight one, how they can fight one?
I mean, like if someone, everybody
want to sign with one, like, oh, I want to fight with you guys.
Like on my Instagram, hit me up in my Instagram. Hey, Leo, I want you to fight. You know, like what do we look? We look people who how much submission he's have. Okay, how much your last fight? How many fights you fought last? How much your percentage of a submission? That's what he wants to see. You want people who fight. You don't want the people who win. You want the people who fight. You want the people who performance. That's what we need now. We need people who fight. We need people who performance. We need people who fighting. We're looking for champions because remember, like I need a contender to fight against those guys. And the difference between one and any other shows, like one, it's a storytelling. So they don't like drama. No, like I think one of the biggest difference between UFC and one championship, the UFC, they sell drama. This guy,
Conor McGregor.
This guy called this guy. This guy fight. They talk trash and then they fight each other. So what we do is like we show who Robynho are. We show his lifestyle, what he did to become who he are, and then we show who they are. Like if you see our videos, it's all about like storytelling. We show the story about Cade. Who was Cade? What make Cade become who he is now? Who's Tommy? What Tommy represent for his country, for his community? And then those two words is encounter. So the idea is to make those two guys, we want to tell the story because we want to make those guys become heroes and then motivate more people in this country to become like them. So that's the.
So you guys don't want to bring drama for.
No, we like they call each other. They like not respect. There is a rules, like we cannot respect each other. They cannot disrespect each other. There is a very strict rules about respecting. So they're not allowed to disrespect any kind of like cultural, race, sex, anything offend. You cannot offend nobody. You can call, hey, your jiu-jitsu sucks. I'm gonna beat you up because I'm best.
Yeah,
it's a confidence call. That's good. Go. I'm better than you. I'm gonna kick your ass. That's my jiu-jitsu better than you. Great. So you're confident. That's not respect. That's you so self-confidence. That's what and our athletes make this pretty good, right? So and that's what we motivate. And that's what, and this respect was hard when I didn't understand right in the beginning, because before I worked for one, I was coaching Bochecha as a corner. And I used to corner Damian, Vitor Belfort, like a lot of different athletes in UFC, a different organization. And bro, like we used to be very, very intimidating. You put two guys in the same hotel, corner blue and corner red in the same hotel, they're gonna fight each other. They hate each other. The first time that I flew, that I went there with Bochecha, I say, Bochecha, something's wrong, bro. I don't like the feeling. Like, how are we gonna be in the same hotel? How are we gonna be sharing the same space with the guy that you're gonna fight? He say, yeah, no, Leo, but yeah, they everybody is different. But and then like I can see everybody very friendly. We don't see this kind of intimidation over there.
It's kind of straight business.
It's like a jiu-jitsu. No
business, and then
it's like you go to a jiu-jitsu tournament. You don't, it's like Shaolin and I, like we respect each other. When you jump in, when you like, but you see like you look Adam and Felipe Andrew.
Try to kill each other in the mat.
If they see outside, hey, how's it going? Like they talk, oh, okay, poor, nice, poor, good. They talk each other, take even pictures sometimes. But when they step in the fight, the match, they kill each other. That's the same. And that was a shock for me, because all my MMA experience was like, man, I hate that guy, let's fight. Like it's most everybody fighting against everybody. And then like I see the guy who gonna fight Bochecha. Hey Bochecha, can I take a picture of you? And then take picture with Bochecha. See, oh my God, that's such a.
They're gonna put in the frog mouth.
Like the first time, like we was in Bochecha, they opened the elevator. The guy who Bochecha will fight. The guy walk inside the elevator. I say, oh my God, I was ready for anything, for every. And then like the guy was, oh, Bochecha, and the guy's coach started talking to me. Oh, Leo, nice to meet you. Oh, Bochecha, oh, fight, oh, good fight, good. But very respectful. You see, it's different. It's very different things, and that's what I told Chatri. I said, Chatri, how come you brought this environment? Because every MMA show that I used to go, it's not like that. He said, Leo, when you work with the real athlete, when you work with a real athlete, real martial artist, they don't need show off. They want performance. They see sport, like I say, Leo, when you was a champion, you and Shaolin was fighting the street, or like, no, you don't need. You want your performance, but once you're out of the cage, like it's your life. It's different. Like, and that and you're never gonna see and say, look, and this is that's the leadership that we have. So you're never gonna see me disrespect my staff. You're never gonna see me disrespecting my athletes, you know. And a lot of organization, and that's true, bro. A lot of organization you see, like the leadership calling names, the athletes, very disrespectful.
No, like most of them.
Yeah, exactly. But
go to UFC, exactly. Like man.
But now every show watch the fights. Like the athletes, they leave the cage. Everybody walk to hug Chatri. Some of the culture like Muay Thai, they go into his knees. They're very grateful for what he built. But and then like, but honestly, the only reason that I accept to work for one was because first I see this environment was a health family environment that are very respectful martial arts environment. That's 1 point. 2 point, like was it because when he called me, I say, look, he say, Leo, I want something big for grappling, but I cannot do it by myself. I need someone that have the right moral values, that have the value, and they know what to do. I need somebody to do this, you know, and I want to do it with you. But once if you do this, I knew it. I cannot coaching Bochecha anymore, you know. And I say, look, for one thing, so I know it's a big decision. First, I have to ask my wife, because everything what I make decision will impact my wife and my family. So I have to ask my family. That's 1 point. Second, I have to talk to Bochecha, because he's the one's gonna be losing me as a corner, because I cannot be the corner anymore. I can coach, I can train him, but I cannot be his corner. So, and then we have our conversation, and then everybody we that was a good environment, was a good like opportunity for we make what I always think that Jiu-Jitsu has to be. So sounds like in my life I have been ready for this time, because that's the opportunity. I try to work. I try always to help and work for IBJJF. I always in my life I was suggesting. I try to for somehow work or help ADCC. Even when I stop to fight, I say, hey, I want to put myself to work. I have so much respect about the show. I really believe that the show can be even bigger. So I put myself, I want to work and help. They never help me. They never ask me, you know. So, and everybody who has the opportunity to change their life for the grapplers, sometimes they get lost, and they're not fair the way they could be. And I saw a lot of organization, and I saw a lot of different platforms getting control, and then it's a lot of hope that we create, the community say, okay, now we get exposure, now we can get a sponsor, now we're gonna have competition, now we're gonna make, and then in the end, 1 or 2 guys making money, everybody else like it's...
Man, one funny thing that Bernardo last one was here with us was Bernardo, and he said that like the media today, they don't know nothing. They don't know the grappling history. They don't know Léo Vieira history. They don't know like they just look for the money. So this limited them so much because man, imagine like someone coming to you like, oh, did you fight ADCC? It's like, how you guys taking care of business about grappling and you don't know
The history, yeah.
the history? You don't know Leo, you don't know Mark Air when he fought you don't know Marcelinho. How you it's just for money?
Maybe you don't should know, maybe you don't know, but the position that you were that you are in the company, you must make your homework. So I never was an executive in jiu-jitsu. I never was executive. I was like the jiu-jitsu athlete that became professor, and then was like and then became a managing team, jiu-jitsu team. So, but the position that I have right now, I learned skills that I thought that I'm never gonna use in my life. You know, like spreadsheet, talking like a different connection, talk with different people, like emails. Like I have a business schedule and I learn different skills that I never thought that I would learn, that I never thought that I would need. But the reason I learn and the reason that I consistently learning, it's because I love so much what I'm doing. And I really believe that one championship have the best platform and very fair for the grapplers.
And for everybody.
Yes.
For like that.
But and I hope people see that. And I hope people see that, you know. So we need like a more social media. We need more like audience we can reach more audience to people know what are we doing, because it's not everybody.
Yeah, because they need to know. Like you say, have to educate people, because people today, what they love to see is they cursing each other on social media, or you there, like all they want is drama. All they want.
Yeah, because like we copying a model that maybe we thought that it was okay, but it wasn't okay. Like I think you need to get a balance. You want a guy that who know how to engage like his people in his social media, but you want also people who perform, right? So it has to get a balance, and I think the events has to do. All the shows need like educate athletes how to use the social media. Educate, like it has to be, everybody has to be educating to understand the position in the company or in the fight. So athletes today, so they fight for his performance, but they must to have they has to be marketable. So they need to be talk. They must be, his personality has to match. It's very important. Right. So, and I think is something that it's the whole community has to be helping each other.
And like you say, like the ones is about the history of the guy, like show his life. Like you see, like Miquinho and Demetrius Johnson. You know, they fight, like man, everybody love to see, because the rivalry between them, but it's just in the cage. You see, like they're outside, like man, like. But Demetrius wasn't the master wars there competing.
But no, I encourage and I invite you guys to watch the fight right now, and see like look in the details about like when you can see people fighting, pre or post press conference or post conference, but also when they fight, when they out of the like they see, they're gonna be very grateful, talk to Chatri. It's different, not calling, like not respecting. It's such a nice environment. You see the guys really martial artists.
That's the most difference. Bochecha have plans to fight grappling there? Tell us. Come on.
Huh? No, he wants you to fight just MMA.
Just MMA?
Yeah, I have been making the same things. And I say, come on, Bochecha.
One little fight, Bochecha, come on.
I try to use my two persona as a vice president and say, hey, why don't you fight? And also sometimes as a coach, hey, bro, you go, you fight. I said, no, I want to fight MMA. So he said no for both Leos.
For both Leos?
Yeah. He said,
so we're not going to see Bochecha fighting grappling yet.
But we never know. You know Bochecha. You know,
Bochecha.
Yeah. Like something that happened in his mind.
He have something coming
up. But he
up,
wants to focus in MMA. Like he rehabbing his last fight, and he got injury late in his knee. But now he's okay, back to training. So sooner or later, like he doesn't have anything scheduled right now, but soon he's gonna be fighting.
We have to put him to Rug again.
That's what, like, look.
So like, look, I'm a grappling.
What you lose? Is it grappling or is a professor? As the grappler, the Leo was a one championship grappler. That's his decision. I'm the grappler. I want to see Bochecha fight grappling.
As his coach.
As a coach?
Go like.
As a coach, he has to go and say, hey, I want to fight Rug in the cage because there is this and that. Other points and call the fight. But you know Bochecha, his personality, he's very quiet.
Man, Bochecha, like, of course you know him closely, and we talk a lot of crap when we're together, but when you go to sort no, don't say that. I remember one time Gordon Ryan talk something, and then, who was? I don't remember, I think it was Bernardo post something. No, take it off. No, don't put my name, take it off. The only time I saw him calling someone was with Menegali. The only time that he was really mad when Menegali said like, oh, I'm gonna win some tournament. I think the Spider, I think was. And then I'm gonna call out Bochecha. And Bochecha was mad. I remember that time, like, oh, who he think he is? He have 2 or titles. Who he thinks he? What the hell, man? People fight their whole life for one title.
It's like I said, like people get motivated for the right reason.
Yeah.
So I would like to see Bochecha fight grappling for one championship, but I don't have the right thing to motivate him. So right now he's very motivated to fight MMA, and I of course I have to respect that.
Last thoughts for your people?
No, I think I want to say thank you so much for what you
man.
Thank
you, Leo.
You know,
we try to make this like.
No, yes, I feel that I have I supposed to be one of the first. I know that I'm supposed to be here even before, because I think we have stories to be many hours here, but it's good that helps. That good help, our time came here now. So good that we had the opportunity. We good that we opened the opportunity for talk about one championship, and cause it's a good to have people to know and open the opportunity to people understand what are we doing, you know, and not
yeah, that's a big point. Like you say, the biggest point is this, because people still little bit locked in the mentality, if you don't have drama, it's not good enough. And people still we talk like a joke, but it is. People wanna see they call each other. And like you say, I never pay attention. Excuse me. Pay attention the athletes going out the cage and talk with Chatri, but I will start paying attention. I say man,
yeah.
And this good for open people's eyes too.
Yeah, but something that Chatri also said to me is I say, Leo, in my company, there's only one law for everybody who works for one championship. So everybody working the championship, I say, look, our athletes, it's like kings and queens. Whatever they ask, whatever they want to, and when you doesn't know how to treat our athletes, you have to ask yourself how we should treat kings and queens. And that's a reality, because I saw this before as a coaching Bochecha. I saw how all the staff was treating Bochecha. And now when I'm work, I know how much pressure they give on us to treat them the way. To treat them, yeah.
And that's a good point.
It's good. And at the same time, it's a very good environment. It's a very good environment. It's very good leadership. I think pretty much what Charter represent for us, what we represent for the others. It's very you see, very honest, very fair company. Like I really enjoy the job, the opportunity over there, and I'm looking to see more athletes, more jiu-jitsu athletes fighting in one championship and change people's life.
You guys hear the boss, like, man, if you think you're high level and still on this level to compete, Léo Vieira JJ or BJJ?
Léo Vieira BJJ.
Léo Vieira BJJ on Instagram. Man, gonna have like few.
Okay, I know, and I'm looking. We're always looking for the athletes. Who knows? Yeah, let's go.
Léo,
thank you
so much.
Thanks.
We appreciate
it.
Thank you. Man, I have no words. Like, man, since day one, you was looking to have Leo here, but man, nowadays schedule busy. Go like at least once a month, right? For Asia, like at least
last year was. This year it's more like I have, because first year take me so much to build the team. Now I can work as a distance because they know what to do. So that's why also I can stay more at home now.
But yeah, like, man, like we try to make this happen like so bad, but like always like, oh, I have to go there.
Came in the right timing, and I come back soon.
Perfect.
Come back soon.
Perfect. Thank you, Leo.
Welcome.
Thank you, like a man, like, as a host and as a big fan. Like always, like, man, like no words to describe the how I see you, and thank you, Partiu, who's the one bring me to the team, you know. Maybe a lot of people don't know, but I'm not Léo Vieira black belt, but I'm Léo Vieira black belt, you know, like, so.
Means a lot.
Once you're
like,
here.
Almost we killed the first time that I met you. Because of Partiu.
Because of, you see, like, thank you, Partiu, and Partiu, man, like. almost not, eh? You put everybody to beat me, like, not almost.
Yeah, but I thought he was the wrong person. Like,
yeah.
Could be, he called on time that was not you. Like,
damn, like. But yeah, probably Partiu did this in.
Because people doesn't understand,
purpose,
but Partiu called me. He was complaining about someone that was living in California. That he used to be from Macaco, and then he buys some shoes and like not giving them money, and like was making some scam with him. And he was like, I'm looking for this guy, and I know this guy's in Brazil visiting some schools. If you go to your school, let me know. I said, okay. Same day, you came with my brother, right?
Yeah.
You came with my brother. Oh, I'm a Partiu. I'm living in California. I'm Partiu's friend. I said, come on, so fresh. I called Partiu. I said, Partiu, he's here. Partiu, he's here. Partiu, is his name Robson? Partiu, is his name Robson? Partiu don't answer the phone. You don't have a social media, anything like today. And I said, hey guys, special training. Look, everybody go Robson and
I was like,
welcome. Make it a welcome.
Man, it was Ruiz and Michelin.
And then later, Robynho, and then Partiu called me. Hey, Leo, no, Robynho is such a good friend. No, he's my buddy. I say, okay, guys, watch.
Yeah, end of the trainer. Okay, line up, like already beat the man. Like, I don't know, man. That day, like, never forgot. Hi, how are you? Hi.
Yeah, everybody.
Damn, like I was like something's wrong. But till today, I think the Partiu, that man, that motherfucker. After like he planned everything, it's like I'm not gonna answer. I'm gonna answer just after the train.
I'll wait the time.
Leo think it's the other guy. Say no, answer after. Leo, obrigado. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Guys, make a comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, hooligans, for the nice stuff. New collection coming soon. Partiu Pardal. Olé!